Well, at least we're not at the hospital. And, we're together?
In the middle of nowhere.
Can't let a little thing like that spoil our weekend.
Oh, yes, we can.
Look, is it really that bad to be stuck someplace where no one can find us? Just you and me? Hmm?
It's getting better.
Hey, I tell you what. Why don't you and I head across the street to that little diner, get a nice big fat piece of pie, a la mode. Little diners have great pie, you know.
I'm on a diet, remember?
I'm starving.
I've got another bag of rice cakes in the car.
I've had nothing to eat but rice cakes for the past 200 miles. I'm sick of eating rice cakes.
I am not going off my diet.
But you look great, just the way you are.
I don't believe it.
Well, you better believe it, because I'm not having another rice cake as long as I live. Susan. Susan? Who was that?
Someone I used to know. He died 5 years ago.
Oh, by the time we're done eating, the hose will be fixed. We'll be on our way. Sit here.
Let me get these out of the way for you. There you go. Hi.
Hi. Hey, I know what I want already. A big slice of your famous apple pie.
Wow, I didn't know that it was famous.
It will be once I tell everyone how delicious it is.
Just a glass of water will be fine. Do you have to flirt with every woman you see?
I wasn't flirting. I was being friendly.
When you're with me, you're not supposed to be friendly.
All right, well, next time I'll be cold and unreachable.
That would be nice.
All right. So you want to tell me about him?
Who?
Oh, I don't know, the guy we just chased halfway through town. The guy you'd like to be mad at, but you can't be because he's not here, so you're mad at me instead because I am here.
One slice of pie on the verge of stardom.
Thanks. Eh?
He was friendly, too. Greg had this way of making any stranger his friend with just a smile.
Including you.
Everybody. I was going to UC Santa Cruz. Greg ran this dive shop near the beach. One day I got caught in a rip, and the next thing I knew, I was lying on the sand, getting mouth to mouth from a guy in a wetsuit. It was Greg.
Well, you can't get much friendlier than that.
It's not what you think. He saved my life. After that, I wouldn't go in the water. Greg walks up to me and asks me what I'm afraid of.
Drowning.
That's what I said. So he taught me to scuba dive.
You scuba dive?
Not anymore. Not since he died.
What was it, a diving accident?
His car went off a cliff into the ocean. They never found his body.
Well, then he's definitely still alive.
How do you know that?
A, they never found the body. B, you saw him today. C, he ran away from you. Ergo, he's alive, but wants to stay dead. So maybe we should honor his wishes and get a move on. Check. Have you noticed that we're a little underdressed for this place?
There are lots of wealthy people in Carmel.
We're 150 miles south of Carmel. And besides, did you notice all those cars in the parking lot? Jags, BMWs.
So, are you gonna make us famous?
Looks like you guys already are. Would you strike oil here or something?
Just fish oil. We live off whatever the nets bring in.
I guess those nets bring in a lot.
Yeah, well, we get by.
Your ring, it's beautiful. Can I see it?
Sure.
Jesse, look at this ring.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, really look at it.
I am.
I've got an order up. You two have a nice trip now, you hear?
Let's go.
Now you're talking.
I'm talking to the first person I see with a badge.
What?
No, I'm glad to help out. Oh, we're doing fine.
Oh, look, he's dead. He's not dead. What difference does it make now?
Oh, sure, just because they didn't find the body, it doesn't matter.
Well, it might to me.
Do you mind? We're trying to have a private conversation.
Well, then I wouldn't hold it in front of a sheriff.
I want to report a crime.
A murder.
How can it be a murder? The guy's not even dead.
He is too. I just saw him walking through town.
And maybe one of you should tell me the whole story from the beginning.
Okay, our car broke down
It
this
started
morning.
5 years ago when I was going to UC Santa Cruz, and I met Greg at his dive shop, and he saved me that time I nearly drowned.
No disrespect, miss, but I think I like his story better already. Your car broke down.
Yeah, on the highway a few miles back, and we get stuck in this jerkwater town. I mean, we almost got stuck in this jerkwater town. Fortunately, we were able to keep our car alive long enough to get us here.
And that's when we saw Greg Hutchins
The dead guy.
In the road.
at the diner.
And I bet he wasn't eating rice cakes. Why is it that even a dead guy is eating better than I am?
You saw this Greg at the diner.
And he ran.
So, of course, we chased him.
And that's when he died.
No, he died 5 years ago. That's what I was trying to tell you.
See, except he's not really dead because we saw him today. So those are two good signs that he probably was never dead in the first place.
Let me see if I understand this. You came into my town, you saw someone who looks like a friend of yours who died 5 years ago, except maybe he didn't die, and now you're thinking that this person you saw is this same Greg Hutchins.
I know it is, because of the ring.
The ring.
The waitress in the diner was wearing the same ring as this one, which is the same ring Greg gave me, which means he has to be here.
You told me your mother gave you that ring.
And you said you were never involved with that nurse in admissions.
So, what exactly would you like me to do?
Something.
Well, I'd say I know most folks around here. I never met anyone named Greg Hutchins. But even if this was your friend, I don't see any crime that would allow me to get involved.
If this man is running around the country pretending to be dead, giving rings to people, he's got to be up to something.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. But I do know something about the waitress's ring. I gave it to her. Jolene's my daughter.
You did?
And I'm not even a little bit dead.
Sheriff, terribly sorry we bothered you.
No bother at all. Miss, you know, when I'm feeling down, I always like to stop by the diner for a big piece of pie. Might make you feel better, too.
I tell you, my piano teacher never gave me a ring.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, is you sure that this guy was just your scuba instructor?
If you thought your piano teacher was dead and then showed up alive, wouldn't you want to know what happened?
Mrs. Gorbler was like 78 years old, 370 pounds, and she had pet names for her warts. I'd run for my life.
There's a bed and breakfast across the street. We can stay there.
Ah! What about Carmel?
I'm not leaving here until I find out the truth.
Guess I'm not either.